G'day viewers, I'll scored some more goodies. They're going to be a bit of an old vintagey one, but it's pretty beat up. It's going to get finished off, let's just put it that way. It's getting finished off. It's an old sunbeam iron. Pretty pink one. Might do the photovoltaic induction treatment, even though I've already done this with the previous iron I've had. Pity about the cord being in such bad shape. Oh well. I'm going to run this thing straight off 2 phases. If I can do it, I'm going to get a spare plug. What's the date code? Made in Australia. That's how old it is. When irons are still made in Australia, that tells you this thing's bloody old. Because Australia stopped making irons, I think mid 80s, I think. Somewhere around the mid 1980s when Australia stopped making irons. So, gives you an idea how old this thing is. Australian made plug top. And it's a Zedo plane. Supposed to stand for Aussie tools. I never liked this brand. I never buy power tools like this from Bunnings because they're crap. Don't know why it's Aussie tools. There's absolutely nothing Aussie about it. It should be Zedo, Chinese Aussie tools. He must have been using it. Whatever they've done, it's hit something up and then bang. It's hitting the nail or something hard. Even though those blades are replaceable, but why would you? It's a piece of garbage this thing anyway, so. Good motor and everything in there. I'll try and I'll see if I can make some sort of enclosure, because MacMan had one of these and made a little shredder out of it. The blades there, the blades stuffed. I wonder if it's I think they're reversible, those blades. These might be fixable. I think those blades are reversible. They're double-sided. Let's hope they are. Because I'll be fixing that up so I can shred and make a shred thing out of it. So that part there will be alright. Gonna make an enclosure to go down. We're going to make some sort of enclosure. That's going to be the challenging part. Making an enclosure that this sits in and just chuck stuff in there and get it and see them all get shredded. I'm pretty sure it works. This is the only reason why I was throwing that, because it went bang and hit something hard. So most probably a nail or a bolt or something. Because it was used for planing edges of sleepers. Pine sleepers using the garden edging. Better not do that too much, because those blades are in pieces, and if a bit flies off, it's going to hurt if it hits you. So there's nothing wrong with it electronically. It's just a piece of garbage. Weak crap. See, 2005 or 2012. It looks a bit newer, 2005. It's a fairly recent model, this. And Dad bought one of these 2 months ago, identical to this. Oh well. We'll have some fun with that. And this one, let's take this one here apart. Okay, the water pump doesn't work. Handyman work. So what have been used to ironing edges on cupboards. When doing veneers on this veneering edge, or this, it's used for ironing the glue back down. That's what I might use this for. Just change the cord and use this for ironing TV veneers. Because this hasn't got this has got a good non-stick coating on it. It won't make marks. Do an aim up, yeah, obviously replace the power cord. Do an aim up, do a quick repair of this veneer on the TV. Reform the glue in that veneer and fix that. I gotta put some baking paper on this so I don't scratch that up. Because it did hold until I started moving this thing around, the edge peeled off. Bloody shame. But if I can fix that veneer problem, that would be good. But I can just use a good iron to do that anyway. This can be I reckon like a polyphase this. We'll borrow that cord off that motor. Wire 2 phases off that onto here. 440 volts or a 240 volt element. So it's a, look at the specs, how much watts is it? 1200 watts, so I'll be pulling 1400 watts. Yeah, we'll pull twice that. Running it on twice the voltage will make it pull twice the current. So 1400 watts is 5 amps, so we'll pull 2400 at 10 amps. So we'll pull 10 amps at 415 volts. 2 phases on it. It should get red hot and pretty quick and end with a spectacular spark and fiery ending. It's not that cheap plastic either that the modern one's not the one that photonic induction popped. It's made out of proper material. Back then stuff was made properly, see? Nowadays the plastic's not, they're just using regular plastic on stuff like this. It's more combustible. So this shouldn't fire up as much. But in order for this to get popped on 2 phases, I've got to bypass this. This is your there's a bimetallic strip thermostat in there. I've got to find a way to get to that. Find how it pulls apart though. Bolts going in there. How the heck do I get to those? I wonder how this is bloody assembled. This is bloody ironic. How the hell did I put this thing together? It must just clip together or something. There's no screws that I can get access to. This is ironic. That just pulls out. And turning that clips on this little bit of plastic. And that closes and opens contacts further or closer apart depending on the temperature. And that yeah, makes it set and turn itself off sooner. So in other words, varying the temperature range of that thermostat that's in there by turning that handle. There's a bit that goes click, 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 click when you turn this. Clicks on in there. The stopper fits in here somewhere. Aha! There's a screw on it there. Is there? Yep, a hidden screw. Okay, now I'm getting something. Ah, there you go. That takes the water tank half off here. The water goes inside there. And that helps to stiffen your clothes a little bit when you iron. Now when a block just comes out, and that's it. A little fuse in there, see? This thing gets stuck shut for some unknown reason. This fuse will blow next. Let's see, let's got the temperature rating on that, no? Look, could be a Stokes brand thermostat, Australian made thing. And that's the element, and it's got this bit of steel on the outside of the aluminium part to give it a smooth finish. Don't know what that was, but it was stuck. So I've got to get this out of the circuit. That's just a heat-proof insulator to stop this bit getting live on the housing. So let's have a look at that thing. What's that? Oh yeah, it's an old thermal fuse. Of course, a thermal fuse. And that's that gets too hot, it'll pop. Open circuit. So if I get a self-Loctite over the ears. All you gotta do is undo all this, wire this straight to 2 phases, if these little bits can handle it, and that's it. She can go pop. Stainless steel screws too. Great way to find stainless steel screws and things like this. It's always good to pull stuff like this apart, you'll learn how they work. Also get some good spare parts. The clips are cool. Looks like a little fuse holder, even though it technically was. So I've got to get power in there and power in there. Between those points there, the element goes in here. So I'm just going to do that, wire it up and watch it burn. Anyway, that's another day. Maybe tomorrow we'll see if we can pop it. Thanks for watching.